Obama truth, philosophy number 3, black radicalism. Now, did you flinch when I said that? If you're conservative, did you flinch? And if you're liberal, did you, for a different reason, flinch? Look, we have to talk about it. It doesn't matter whether you want to, whether you're angry, whether you're afraid, whether you're feeling guilty about talking about it. Doesn't matter what your color is. You have to talk about it. That said, what are we talking about? The first inkling we had that Barack Obama had black radicalism, at least in a common way where it was known throughout the population, was Reverend Wright's remarks that became public. Now let's just take this and parse it out just a little. Reverend Wright was preaching black radicalism well before we heard about it. It didn't happen the night before. It happened for a long time. He made his own videos, and he sold them or gave them away. And people eagerly bought or took them home free, watched them, absorbed them. Now, just on the subject of this, we're not going to talk about whether Obama knew or not. That'll be on a different subject of integrity. But what does it mean? Well, we know what it means, because Reverend Wright and Reverend Flagler, the other reverend, both have this similar philosophy that the black man is held down by the white man. Whatever else comes after that, an uprising, or whether the black man should or shouldn't accept it, how this might be related to Nation of Islam with Farrakhan, all of that is not really as tenuous as you would think, but not really the subject here of what we're talking about, except for the fact that it's all black radicalism, or if you like, Afrocentric. Either way, it's a word or words which have a lot of emotional impact. Now, in his books, Obama talks about black radicalism and its effect on him. One of the disturbing elements of that is in the book on tape. I forget which book it is. Probably Dreams of My Father may have been the book. Excised are many of the portions in the audio that have to do with black radicalism that were in the book. Not all of them, but a few key elements, people he knew, as if he was trying to scrub the audio version. For what reason, I don't know. So we're thinking about this and saying, what is the black radicalism's effect on Obama? As president, is he going to mandate that black people have more rights than whites, that black people must have reparations, that white people must suffer in some way? I'll tell you what, I really don't know. The purpose of me talking to you about it is to put it in a context. We know, for example, that Flagler, he wouldn't be in a black congregation if he wasn't speaking pretty much a form of the black radical movement. And nobody's going to allow that. The only question is, why would a white fellow be talking about it? Just a question. Has nothing to do with race animosity. But why would a Flagler be there? And just food for thought, just thinking. I don't really have an answer for you. I do know that people are afraid of Barack Obama because of race. We're not even talking about people who think he may be Muslim or some other thing, which I don't know what his thoughts are of where his philosophy is, whether he was raised or not, or how he professes. There are people who go to church every day and aren't Christians, and we know that. They show up, they do their thing, and move on. Again, we're talking about integrity. Is Obama really a Christian? That's a whole different item. But right now, when we talk about black radicalism, We're not even talking about how it affects the vote. We're talking about how it affects Obama's philosophy. I think the key element here is the erasing of history. The key element here is, why does Barack Obama have to expunge parts of his book in the audio version? And why does he then have to disassociate himself from Reverend Wright for the very things that Wright believes in, that Obama was obviously in church listening to some kind of radicalism, whether it was that exact speech or not? If he wants to say, I never heard those words, to him that's the truth. But which words did he hear? So that's the subject. How much did Obama absorb? What does that mean? What does it mean in general? What is Afrocentric? And how much of that did he absorb? And how does that shape him? These are valid questions. I don't believe anybody's really asked them. In the media, obviously. I know people have thought these things, what it means. But here I present it in a context, not hysterically. It's not a subject of look out for the black guy, or the white man is in peril, or the white man needs to do such and such, or the black man needs to do such and such. Just how did this affect Obama's philosophy? What does it mean for the nation if he were to become president?